Gambrell. Gerald is going to come up second. Aaron wasn't aware of that, but we're going to make that adjustment. I'm just happy to be here and just part of this culture and the company. We had an opportunity to work with Aaron and Tom and AK, and really just bring a phenomenal amount of information that is designed to create success. So there's going to be two messages that you're going to get over the next couple of minutes. The first message is a message that I'm going to bring to you really about the tasting talk from the concept of your mindset. Like what is your mindset as you're planning these events in your home? Because everything starts with your thoughts. You can't do anything that you haven't thought of, first. The chairs that you're sitting on right now started with a thought. The clothes that you're wearing. So I'm going to talk to you just briefly, just about a success mindset of exactly what makes your tasting talks, even more powerful in presenting the phenomenal products of the company. Does that make sense? Everybody's with me? All right. When I got started in the industry of network marketing, I got started for a reason. There was a reason that compelled me to get started. Coming out of high school, I played baseball. Did pretty well academically. I took those credentials on the campus of Columbia University where I majored in computer science. Took the computer science degree onto Wall Street where I worked for 7 years as a software engineer. And after working for 7 years, I had more disposable income when I was in college than I did after working for 7 years. And personally, I think it should be against the law to have a college student graduate school with a degree and 9 credit cards. Right? So I had dug a tremendous hole for myself coming into adulthood and going into the marketplace. So even though I was making a tremendous amount of money, it was all going to pay back those 9 credit cards and my student loan. And I was in a situation where something really needed to change for me. And it was at that point in my life that someone came to me with an opportunity. Just like we're bringing an opportunity to sizzle, the opportunity of sizzle to people in the marketplace. So when the gentleman came to me, he basically introduced me to a group of gentlemen that were making more money in a month than I was making all year working as a software engineer. Do you think those individuals had my attention? Beyond a shadow of a doubt, they had my attention because to me it was obvious that they knew something that I did not know. And I could not leave the room until I found out what that was. So when a gentleman came to the front of the room, he shared the opportunity. But what he didn't know is that 3 months prior to that, I made a promise to my grandmother that I would do whatever I could do to raise the level of my family economically. And what you have to understand is that I'm first generation college. My parents struggled to put me through grade school and high school and all the activities and things like that. And my mother has 8 brothers and sisters, and my father has 10 brothers and sisters. So that means that I have 90 first cousins. So the Wall Street, career, the degree in computer science was not going to be enough to raise a generation of people. And I made that commitment to my grandmother that as the first one in my family in that generation of 90 cousins to go to college, that I would do whatever I could do to help those people in my family. So as I took that information in, all I was thinking was, this is a way that I can keep the promise to me. Because it is an opportunity to create the kind of wealth that is generational wealth that I can pass on. Now, I told you that story to help you understand that the how-tos, my partner's going to come to the table. He's going to come to the stage. He's going to talk about how to do a tasting talk. But what you have to be thinking about as you are planning your events and working to work through the compensation plan of this phenomenal company, you have to think about your why. Why are you doing it? If you don't have a compelling why that's going to drive you through this process, it doesn't matter. You're not going to make it. Because the first little bump in the road, you're going to quit. The first time someone gets on your nerves, you're going to quit. The first time 10 people that said they were going to come don't show up, you'll quit. Because you don't have a reason to be doing this. Does that make sense? So I'm just going to close with 5 points, right? I just touched on the first one. You have to have a compelling why, the first thing. You have to have a compelling why. Without that, you have no gas in your fuel tank to go through the adversity of building a business like this, not only in your local market, regionally and nationally, but we have an international opportunity here. Am I correct? Yes, beyond a shadow of a doubt. The second thing is that you have to be hungry. I'll say it again. You have to be hungry. Right? Not hungry. Oh, I missed breakfast this morning. I'm a little hungry. I'm going to have a larger lunch. I'm talking about you haven't eaten in 3 weeks. You're crawling through the desert in Nevada. Right? And you need to get something to relieve that hunger and that thirst that you are. That kind of hunger. Does that make sense? It's like, so if I told you that you couldn't eat until you got to the top position of the company, how long would it take you to get to the top position in the company? Right? So it's that kind of hunger. That's the second thing. Nobody can give that to you. Nobody can give you the hunger and the drive. You have to bring that to the table for yourself. There are people in this room and this industry that can motivate you, but that only lasts about 36 hours. After the 36 hours, you have to have something that's inside you that is inspiring you based on your why to go and make that list and call those people to invite to your home. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? The third thing is that you have to make a commitment. And a commitment to yourself, a commitment to the people that you're introducing to the opportunity. You got to make a commitment to the leaders that are in your organization, a commitment to the opportunity itself. And the first commitment that you have to make is to yourself. And that means that you're going to do what you said you were going to do long after the feeling has passed by that you made the commitment. So I know that there are some beautiful women in the audience, and we have this thing called hair. And just imagine, you promised one of your friends that you would help them coordinate a party. And the day before, you just got your hair done. The day of the party, it's pouring down rain, thunderstorming. Right? Even though you made that commitment, when you were excited and you were really looking to help her, I know you're looking out the window thinking about,
there's a difference.
I just got my hair done. I'm not going out in that rain till it stops or something. But this is one of those rainstorms that just keeps going. It's not going to stop. So you made the commitment to your friend. You need to just honor that commitment, even though the situation is not ideal that you made the agreement. The fourth thing is just being coachable. It's just something simple. We're going to share some information with you. If you follow the information, it's designed to create success. It's designed to create wealth. But the matter is, if you try to add a point to a wheel that's already working, your wheel is not going to roll the right way because you just added a point to something that's working, fine, and is designed to create success. And then the last thing that I want to touch on is just vision. The concept of vision. There's some phenomenal products in this room. There's some phenomenal products in this room. The best on the planet, with the commitment that the Mowers have made to bringing these quality products to the marketplace. But your real product is the vision that you have for yourself and your family. And that's what you have to be able to communicate in an intimate environment of being able to bring that taste and talk, the talk about this company into a comfortable environment with people that you know already to launch your business or even to relaunch your business. So with a compelling why, a burning desire, a hunger inside you to achieve the goals that you set for yourself, also being coachable and making a commitment, and then being in a position where you have a vision that's compelling, and a compelling vision is something that includes other people. It's not so much about me getting to the top of the compensation plan and you helping me have success, but it's what can we do together as I help you have success. That type of vision includes other people. And when people are included in a vision, you have an opportunity to create something that's beyond belief. The thing that will satisfy your why. And I've been in this industry 17 years. And the gentleman that I'm bringing to the stage is one of my first cousins. That commitment that I made to my grandmother is something that we took as a mantle together. His son just graduated college last year. Guess what he's doing? We've had our family members, my parents are in this compensation plan, earning revenue, and we've been doing this for 17 years. And it's that compelling why that drives me. So, if someone says that they're going to come to the tasting talk and they don't show up, I don't care, because I made a promise to my grandmother. I don't care if they don't show up. If they tell me they're going to do something, they come in, they get started, and they quit, it doesn't make a difference to me, because I haven't achieved the goal that I set out using this company as a vehicle to achieve that. So the how-tos are always going to be there for you. The how-tos that Gerald is going to go over, they're going to always be there for you. What Aaron has talked to you about and the other leaders in this company internationally have shared from the stage and in conversations around dinner tables, you're always going to have access to that. But our mission cannot give you that personal desire. It can't give you the hunger and the commitment that you need in order to get what you came to the table for. Does that make sense? So the information that you're going to get is one thing, but you need to also document why you're doing this business. Sit it on your desk as you're making those phone calls. As you are making the calls, you're looking at why you're doing it. I'm looking at, I made a promise to my grandmother 2 months before she passed away. I'm going to pick up this phone and make that call. Does that make sense? I made a promise to my grandmother 2 months before she passed away. The conference is in Las Vegas. I'm going to earn the money through the compensation plan to pay for my registration, my meals, my ground transportation, and everything, so that I can continue to share this vision with people in order to help them achieve their goals, because I made a promise to my grandmother. Does that make sense? And until you connect it that way, and you're looking at that thing, and it doesn't almost bring a tear to your eye, then you haven't really connected to why you're even here. Because you can make money doing a whole bunch of things. I made a lot of money as a software engineer working for investment banks. But I was miserable. Day by day, it was chipping away at me. And I could not figure out how I was going to get out of this $90,000 hole that I dug for myself. But it was this industry that gave me that opportunity not only to have a vision for myself, but also for my family. So I bring to you my business partner, my cousin, my brother, Mr. Gambrell Zrii, to talk to you about the how-to of having a tasting talk. Thank you for your time, your attention, and your energy.